Greetings all, welcome to my video. From CollectiveEvolution.com. Chilean Air Force receives a radar return of a UFO equal to the size of 10 or more aircraft carriers. By Arjun Walia. UFOs are perhaps the most searched subject on internet search engines at the moment, and if they're not, they're close to the top. Interest in the subject matter continues to grow, and the deep state community has certainly recognized it. Years and years of petitioning from the citizenry and UFO disclosure advocacy groups, on top of other international governments acknowledging the phenomenon, not to mention, hundreds of high-ranking people, from numerous ranks within military agencies, academia, and intelligence agencies, have all come forth sharing their knowledge and experiences. Recently, it seems to have reached a critical boiling point, where a majority of the populace is aware of the fact that something strange seems to be happening in the inside and outside of our atmosphere, and has been for a long time. Perhaps this is why the US government recently decided to end what seems to be, as the first CIA director Roscoe H. Hillenkoetter alluded to, an official campaign of secrecy. Behind the scenes, high-ranking Air Force officers are soberly concerned about UFOs. But through official secrecy and ridicule, many citizens are led to believe the unknown flying objects are nonsense. Because the idea has been ridiculed by the global elite through movies and mainstream news, it brainwashes mass amounts of people to do the same. This is done with several different topics, and it creates a culture where anyone who raises their voice is instantaneously vilified by whomever they tell. But things are changing. The Pentagon recently disclosed this info as well, by approving the release of video footage shot by US military pilots of 3 different UFOs. All 3 objects, one the size of 2 aircraft carriers, defied our current known laws of physics and aerodynamics. The videos came from a Pentagon program which located and videotaped unidentified aerial objects to determine if there is a threat associated with them. The head of that program, who recently retired from the Pentagon, Luis Elizondo, shared the fact that this is actual data, electro-optical data, and radar returns. He also emphasized how this type of thing is quite common, and how he believes there is a great deal of evidence to suggest that we may not be alone, whatever that means. He did so on national mainstream television. UFO encounters with the military is nothing new. There are millions of pages of declassified documents from various governments and agencies showing so. People like Lewis, and others at the To the Stars initiative of which he is a part of, don't really speak out until they are given the green light. One thing is for certain, the US government has now disclosed the existence of UFOs, and many researchers within the field, including myself, are very cautious of the direction the government wants to take this information. You can read more about that, and check out some of the footage, in the articles linked below. I only say that because we've been lied to, and manipulated so much so, that it's almost hard to believe anything that comes from a government agency, unfortunately. I elaborate on the idea of a false flag alien invasion in the article linked below, if you're interested in that discussion, and where it's coming from. Is a false flag alien invasion in the works? Wernher von Braun's colleague seems to think so. As far as the question of whether or not these UFOs are extraterrestrial or not, I elaborate on that idea in this article I previously published. It's official, we now know that UFOs, or UAP, are real, so are they extraterrestrial or not? This topic is so big and vast that it truly leaves no aspect of humanity untouched. There are facts about this subject that would still blow your mind, and we've covered many of them. If you want to go through our articles we've published on the UFO extraterrestrial topic for the past 9 years. Whether it be a former chairman of the Royal Navy telling us that there is a serious possibility that we are being visited, and have been visited by people from outer space, a former chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee, Barry Goldwater telling us that, I do know that whatever the Air Force has on the subject is going to remain highly classified, or an Apollo 14 astronaut saying that there have been crashed craft, and bodies recovered, we have no shortage of high-ranking insiders attesting to the reality of this phenomenon. General Carlos Cavero told the world in 1979, everything has been in a process of investigation both in the United States and in Spain, as well as the rest of the world. On a global scale, the nations of the world are currently working together in the investigation of the UFO phenomenon, and there is an international exchange of data. So, what type of data have they been analyzing? Here's a quote from December 16, 1978, issued by the Chilean Air Force with regards to a UFO encounter, similar to what the Pentagon released. Again, keep in mind, this is something that's happened thousands of times over the past few decades, and perhaps thousands of times every single year. 2 pilots on a training mission, each flying a F-5 fighter aircraft, tracked the object on their airborne radar. It gave a return equal to 10 or more aircraft carriers, except this object was in the air, not floating on the water. Each pilot assumed his radar equipment was faulty, until he learned that the other pilot was also getting the same return. Not only this, but ground radar from a nearby airport also picked up the object, and confirmed its huge size. The pilots also saw the object with their own eyes. One pilot later said that at a distance of 20 miles, it looked like a plantain banana swathed in smoke. The pilots were frightened, having no missiles or weapons. As they approached the massive object, which had been motionless all this while, it took off at an unimaginable speed. All at once, it vanished from the 3 radar screens. The very next morning the Chilean Air Force scrambled some F-5 fighter jets to intercept another very large UFO. The pilots described this one as very bright, and very large. The Chilean Air Force has officially acknowledged these events, but could not explain what had occurred. Since we're talking about Chile, here's a CIA document from decades ago that also cites another incident. It states as follows. Antarctic flying saucers. A group of red, green, and yellow flying saucers has been seen flying over Deception Island for 2 hours by Argentine, Chilean and British bases, military, in Antarctica. The flying saucers were also seen flying in formation over the South Orkney Islands in quick circles. The implications? As mentioned earlier, this topic really leaves no aspect of humanity untouched. Within the lore, if you take some of these objects to indeed be extraterrestrial, there is a consistency among many in the field, that many of these beings are here, to help humanity to make a transition, and help us. For example, Colonel Ross Dedrickson, another high-ranking officer in the Air Force who held special positions at various points in his career, dealing with nuclear weapons, the Atomic Energy Commission, and nuclear weapons storage facilities, provided video testimony prior to his passing, revealing that extraterrestrials have been around for a long time, and that they do not approve of our nuclear activities. He also revealed that extraterrestrials have shut down nuclear weapons in flight, as well as our attempts to detonate an experiment with them, and he's not the only one to do so. Spiritual implications are also referred to quite often. I could go on, but I won't. I'll let you listen to a recent podcast I did with CE founder, Joe Martino, and Richard Lawrence. He is the executive secretary of the Aetherius Society for Europe and a bishop in the Aetherius churches. He has devoted his life to the work of his late master and personal friend, Dr. George King, 1919 to 1997, who founded the society, as mentioned above. There is also the other side, a malevolent side to this whole phenomena, which is important to explore as well. But when it comes to an alien invasion, the evidence suggests that extraterrestrials have been around for a long time. If that were the case, it probably would have happened. But that's just my opinion. Thank you for watching. Please help spread the word, and make a difference, by sharing and subscribing, for more thought-provoking content. And give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. Your support is greatly appreciated. Be aware, and stay safe.